Before the machines, before the algorithms, before every day would be average for productivity, or the world was out. Not a simpler world, but an enchanted world. As Arvaries, we were not so Madeira, Tinum spirits. The time was not so religious, Tinum mystery. Life wasn't a mechanical wheel. It was a symbolic day full of Sinais, pressures, and meanings. As people we live both visually and invisible, whatever we can touch and what we can feel. The church was everywhere. No sun was born, no cry of a cry, no silence of a flower. And now I see the revolution that is happening everywhere. Science defeated the myth. The reason is that the symbol is missing. That which was the soul's object, which was the sinister fact. Max Weber calls it the decimation of the world. A silent process, most devastating. Let's explain everything and understand almost nothing. Let's understand how heartfelt it is. Let's hear what the world whispers. Weber, see what little people want to know. The same step that humanity undergoes in technology leaves it in the heart. As we created perfect systems, we destroyed the invisible nature of our human nature. The modern home is made up of gods and is inspired to create something to replace them. If we search for control, we will lose the mystery. In search of efficiency, we lose beauty. If we search for numbers, we will lose our soul. Weber's comment echoed today, every time more loudly. Is it worth it? You can win the machine. But what did she raise from her voice? This desensitization is not as clear as a war. I see it as progress, silent, logical, and sit. For a few, everything that can't be easily discarded. If you didn't give it a try, it didn't help. If he couldn't count, it was a waste of time. If it wasn't profitable, it was fantasy. Max Weber lives with clarity. The modern world comes to explore the soul of the structure, the emotion of statistics, the sacred for the function. As we decide, we will move on to our techniques. These feelings, inconveniences, and what was previously vivid in depth is now resolved in plan. The bureaucracy changed to a new religion. With your frios rituals, your regras impessois, your concrete and glass temples. It doesn't say more precisely. It is clear to follow the procedure. Tomo's logic counts, but like her, I see the void. Weber wrote that modernity creates an iron jaw, an invisible prison. Theta not grades, but systems. Voice is a book for everything, less to feel the world as it is. Because there is no space for the mystery, not for the symbolic, not for anything that doesn't make it feel practical. O homem modern virou engrenagem. He performed the tasks, production results, metas follows. Mas algo se luceu nesse process, something essential, something that doesn't have a name, but the voice sounds false. Weber was not against progress. I'm so curious to hear that the machine isn't so bright. She's keeping it dear. He kept the poetry of life. Custua spontaneidade da fé. The deep connection that cannot be explained is felt. Because they control us, more pull or enchantment. And now? Let's live better, or just faster. We feel more, or did we just produce more? Ultimately, Weber wondered, what is next to dominate the world if you can't hear anything from you? Max Weber didn't use metaphors at all. When you hit the iron jaw, you would like it to feel the weight. Imagine living in the world where everything is organized, but nothing is alive. Você acorda, continua a rotina, cumpre suas funções. But it's like it wasn't summer there. Your body obeys, your soul, bocheja, it is by chance. I want freedom, but only within the system. I'm listening to you, but all of you have the same card. Anything can be done, as long as it is productive. And if you dare to stop, the system isn't gritty. That's what you want. Weber sees this before everyone. It is true that modern rationality does not create only factories and writings. She created a culture whereby the human is made por desempeño, where the invisible is pleasant, onde o sagrado virou superstição, where time has come back, and to the soul, distraction, you can still rebel. This system is not precise for you to take. He just wants to seduce you. I'll give you goals. I'll give you cargo. I will give you rewards. And aos poucos, você esquece o que era ser livre. Because now you are busy with the next step. Max Weber chamou isso de rationalidade instrumental. You know, my logic isn't the movie. You live to do what you want, but never to what purpose. Item runs through diplomas, promotions, likes, status, but everything only responds to a question. How else? And why did it really matter? Why live? No time to respond. To modernity, you enter everything. Less felt. She organized her life and enjoyed her soul. Oh, sad corn. The Jala does not seem like prison. It seems to have been a success. But inside, how much can we not shout in silence? How many people don't smile at meetings and remember those who don't pass by? How many people don't say, that's all good? But do we feel like it's never here anymore? Weber asked. Who would notice this? Who opened his eyes? Don't want to destroy the machine, but to recover the homum. I was encouraged to believe that the world is improving. More technology, more comfort, more security. But Max Weber experiences a certain amount of discomfort, progressing for where? The problem of the modern world is not only that it was built, that's why it was destroyed on the way. The idea of progress is a religion within the soul. Promise something on earth, but it provides so much productivity. Happiness lived KPI. Success came to a head, and to my soul, I will see an ecstatic sound. Similarly, as people we heard, we were driven by a desire, and we felt that the universe was listening. Now here's the thing about the work, Banhero. And once in a while, as if nothing were to be heard, there is no time to hear, there is no space to question. Let me continue. Produzir, entregar. But what to produce? Where to go? I'm sorry that everything is going around, but no one knows why. Max Weber says that modernity is not our greatest freedom, it is our greatest function. And here's the book. But you will find anti-gas currents for new, more elegant ones. You do not obey a king. He obeys a clock. You don't say anything at all, followed by quarterly meters. You are not looking for the divine. Search for digital approval, and when everything is silent, when the canvas apace, the agenda esvazia, or the barulho ceases, voice hears the echo. A vacancy that is not available even with likes, nor with a salary bonus. A puzzle whereby a mystery exists before. Progress must answer you. But I lost my mind, and Weber knew. Sem perguntas. I didn't hear it. The world loses magic because I can find it. Aceitou viver só com or como, but I like it for what? The machine is perfect. The system is flowing. Voice is working. But is he living? Or are you just moving? Max Weber enxergou antes de todos. Modernity cannot be forgotten in the world. It is reprogrammed or home. Your name is never called. Você is the analyst. O manager. O cargo such as this. His identity changes function. Its essence changes curriculum. Your value changes result. It was molded to fit the machine. And how efficient he is. More praised if he comes back. Even though he cares about his mental health, over time, about his soul. You are trained to not question, just execute, so as not to hear, just deliver. And every time I try to stop myself from breathing, in the modern world you say, you are unproductive. Weber spoke of the Protestant ethic as the cause of modern capitalism. The idea that constant work is virtue, that rest is a prayer, producing is almost a sign of salvation. But this ethic was distorted. You see obsession, virou doença. I see a style of life that lives in silence. How long do we live to work? How much do we define ourselves by the hair we do, and never by the hair I know? Voice sent to a criança. What voice will I say when I grow up? But the world translates as, what do you want to do? And now the drama is born. Voice grows by accrediting that doing is more important than hearing. His existence is only valid if it is useful, and everything that doesn't make money becomes a waste of time. To love? A waste of time. Contemplate? Waste of time. Questionnaire or system? Waste time. But what if they are just wasting time? Or what else does it save? Max Weber via com lucidez. The machine doesn't tell you what it thinks. She specifies that it works. What if it doesn't work? She replaced you, as if it were a thing and not a soul. This is why so many people feel empty. From outside, everything is certain. Inside, everything unpacked, because nothing was born to be engaged. And no fundo. Você sabe, I said. I can't wait to read it anymore. Max Weber never said that it was impossible to live as the modern world felt. He said it was more difficult, because now, it is necessary to resist. Resist the logic of de-emphasis. Resist the obligation to function for too long. Resist the world that transformed everything into number. Be your soul. But he has a story, and it's not about destroying the machine. It's clear that the voice isn't it. It's not born to calculate, it's born to hear. It's not an algorithm, it's a mystery. Voice is not function, it is present. Reencantar o mundo começa devagar, in silence, as art. Como espiritualidade, not necessarily religious, but existential. It is truly considered as the end of the production cycle and turned to spread beautiful wings. It's always objective to hear with someone. It's always worth listening to. I can hear it. It is prayer, but there is no answer. It allows life to be vivid at times, and not just to be honest. The reflection comes when you look at the other one and see more than a profession, a title, a function. You see a story, a soul, an entire universe. Max Weber understood that, even in the magic world of the past, the human being had already specified his feelings. More now, they felt precise to be rebuilt, personal, intimate, authentic. You can be in the car, but I don't know exactly what part of it is. You can use it right away, without abandoning the mystery. You can seek progress, without killing the symbolic. You can reach your goals, but also precise de silence. Fait, pause. The new enchantment will not be imposed by a system. It will be cultivated in secret, in his soul. As much as possible, here's what. As much as everyone shouts, let's hear it. How everything works. Now you finally live. And that's why the video ends with a comment, not with a response. What do you feel or see? Or do you see or see? Porque o mundo ganhou a máquina, sim. Even if you have courage, you can recover by magic. If I heard something like this, I would say carefully, share and comment. I am not enraged. Let's look at the things that life exists outside of Yaula. Thank you for assisting. We see from the outside.